Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lourdes Ramirez Wright, and today I am going to show you a couple of exercises which pretty much anybody can do with very little equipment. The first one is called the front plate raise, and basically you're going to pick up a plate, place it in front of you with extended arms, and there you're going to lift it all the way up above your head to a 90-degree position, and then you're going to squeeze your traps, and so it develops the traps as well as the shoulder area. Then we're going to be doing squats, but we are going to be using a little resistance. I am going to be using a 15-pounder, and I'm going to be holding it on the right hand first, and then I'm going to be doing the left. So hopefully you can do this at home, at a gym, or just, as I mentioned, with very little equipment, you can do a great deal. These are fun exercises. You should be able to do 3 sets of maybe 8 repetitions each. Before I leave the video, I want to remind you I have 9 books. Yes, 9 books right now being sold. They are great books. They have wonderful information, and it all boils down to one thing. The same thing, which has been my theme all along, and this is you can have optimal health. You can be at your very best the natural way, no medicines, no seeing doctors, and not doing anything out of the ordinary, just exercising, sleeping well, healthy nutrition, and healthy lifestyle. That's all it takes, but you can do it yourself. So all of my books, each and every one, entails ways in which by natural ways you can be at your best. Also, I have a biography out there, and it is called How My CPTSD Was Born. The title is Cone of Silence. I highly recommend it if you are suffering with anxiety disorders, if you come from dysfunction, domestic violence. I want you to read this biography, and you will see that there's always somebody worse who made it out the other way, the other side, okay. So if I could do it, you can do it. I did it through exercise, praying, healthy lifestyle. I fixed my life myself. And it was not easy to get out of that dark place, but I did it. And if I did it, you can do it too. Okay, so let's go on with the exercises again. We're going to do 3 sets with a 15-pounder, the 15-pound disc, and it is called the front plate raise, and then we're going to do the squats with resistance. Okay, here we go. These are my 15 pounds. I place it in front of me and I bring it up above my head. Once I do this, I am going to be squeezing my traps. You should feel it on your shoulder area, your traps. This is a great exercise, and it's actually fun, not bad at all. So I'm standing sideways now because I have a mirror this way in front of me, but also I want you to see how it looks from the side, okay? So this is 90 degrees. You don't need to go like this any farther, don't do that. Just right above your head, that's all it takes. And then you bring it front. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is great. And you can take a few little minutes. The wider the plate, the more challenging this should be. Again, it is actually a fun little exercise. It doesn't require much, just a plate. or something similar to it if you have something around your home. Okay, so let's get into the second set, 8 more, okay? One, two, three, four, 5, 6, make that last one really, really tight. 8, and you're squeezing your traps. That's where you should be feeling it most, but you might feel a little on your neck, on your shoulders. Very good. Okay, and we just have one more set to do. One thing about form is everything. So if you find that you're wobbling or maybe you cannot keep good form, then what I do suggest is that you lower your weight. Like I am doing a 15 here, but you might want to go to a 10, maybe even a 5, okay? Also, form, I would say, at this point is more important than the repetitions. So what good does it do if you do many repetitions but you have poor form? You can actually injure yourself. So if you have to lower your weight, that's fine. Also, you can lower the number of repetitions. But the most important thing is you have to have good form, or else you're not working the proper muscles and you can actually injure yourself. Let's do the last set. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. All right, we completed the 3 sets. Now, we're going to be doing the squats, and we're going to be doing the squats with a little resistance to make it a little bit more challenging. Okay, so I am going to be using my 15-pounder here, and I'm going to be holding it on my right hand first. I'm going to do my reps, and then I'm going to move to the left. Okay, so we're doing 8, 8, and then 8. But when you're doing it at home, remember to do an even Steven number. So do 8, 8, 8, 8, or you can just do 8 and 8. But just make sure that you are challenging yourself enough. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do the first 8. All right, this is a fun little exercise, and one thing that I always like to put out there about exercise is that your symmetry, your body symmetry, or your physique, as we call it, once you get into a regular exercise routine, you're going to notice a change, right? But that change, number one, is going to be for the better. It's going to be a positive change. But number two, it is only frosting on the cake. That is a side result, basically, of a regular exercise routine. You will not believe above everything, the psychological rewards that you're going to get after you start a regular workout routine. Let's do our left hand now. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and 8. We have one more set to go. One of the main advantages of your being happy, content, and feel fulfilled is that when you take photos, you do not have to be trying to fool the eye by doing this. Whatever that is. I've seen this on photos. You should not have to do this. You should be able to be looking at the lens frontal, the camera, and feel happy about what you see. Because when you do this, you're not fooling everybody, and it looks strange. I have seen it to where the lens is right here, the photographer is right here, but the person is doing this, looking this way. And I'm thinking, wow, that's strange. If there are 20 people, let's say 20 women, because it's a wedding or something to that effect, and they're all sideways, I can almost understand that a little bit, because you're kind of trying to get everybody into the photo without having to get too far, right? To take the photo. So maybe I get it. But when it comes to one person or two people and the camera is here and they're doing this number, I really don't know what that means, but I think I know what they're trying to do. When you work out regularly, it is for real. What you see on that photo, you're going to love. And you're not going to have to try to get into all that, turning sideways. I call it the sideways. Whatever that is, it doesn't work. And it looks very strange, especially if you're standing in a photo alone or there are just a few people with you. Very strange. If the camera is here, you should be able to stand frontal and wave and be happy with what you see. If you're not happy with what you see, instead of trying to fool the eye, why don't you just start a regular exercise routine? I write books about it. My last one is called the 10-10-10 principle, and I have chosen the very 10 best exercises for longevity, the 10 best foods, and the 10 most effective lifestyle habits or choices that will prolong your life and will make you look your best. Let's do the last one, and don't forget you can find me on Facebook. I am under Fitness for CPTSD. I am also here on YouTube, but I am also on Instagram, and I write books. I have 9 of them out there. I hope you go check them out. Okay, let's do the last set and have a great rest of the week. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Let's hold it because it's the last one. And 8. And your arms are burning by now, but that's good. And 8. All right. Fantastic.